see if this works. What a joke. Absolute joke. No warm up. The internet's going to go out in about 2 seconds. This is insane. Alright folks, I don't know if we're on, off. It just took 22 minutes for an app to load. Because Dell can't seem to figure out that, oddly, as bizarre as it is, when I click on an app, that means I want it to open. It's absolutely mind-boggling that that's what a person would want to do. I have no idea if we're going to get into this race in time. I've had zero warm-up. Unbelievable. And Zwift is not responding. So I don't think we're going to get in this race, people. So the stream's going to end in about 2 seconds here, because we're still trying to get in. We're stuck on this screen. It took me 22 minutes to get into Zwift, period, so I can't get out and go back in, because it's going to take another 20 minutes to get in. So this is where we are. Holy moly, we're in the race. Dell, you actually did something under 10 minutes. Mind-blowing, the speed that you got. My goodness gracious. I am going to absolutely tear people's legs off because I'm pissed off now. I hate having no warm-up. Let's keep an eye on that. I'm going to go to the washroom. Ay, ay, ay. A mess. Absolute mess. You better be successful. Yeah, you're darn right. Okay, so we're back. I'll try to calm down a little bit before, so I don't just rip the pedal off. I really dislike not getting a warm-up. Especially when we're going to hit the Epic KOM in about 2 seconds off the start. Okay, get some music going. This is the tour of Watopia, I believe. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can hear me, see me, anything. Just because this has been absolutely frantic. If you try to stream things, I think you might know the feeling that I'm going through right now. I don't think I'm the only person with issues like this with streaming. swift races. It's not like doing a live stream of, you know, baking cupcakes here. You know, we're trying to perform at our best, so at the same time as getting stuff ready for the live stream, you're trying to get your legs somewhat ready to actually hit it hard. And right now, they are not ready to hit it hard at all. Oh, thank you. I guess I should do like something here. And thank you for the wishes. I don't know how this will go. Not to talk myself down, but my body likes at least 30 minutes of warming up. I don't perform well with 5 minutes of spinning. But we'll see if by the time we get to the Epic KOM, hopefully we feel half decent. Let me see if that looks okay on the screen. Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully this doesn't go into shuffle mode. Just gonna turn the music up. Enjoy the race, guys. So this is the warm-up today. You're looking at it. I had a whole attack planned and don't think I'm going to do it. I was going to go at the bottom. And then again at the castle. And then again over the top. I'll maybe only go at the castle now. Because my legs still feel ready. I did a pretty solid run workout this morning. 5K tempo, about 16:15 on a trail. A couple of those sections where I got slowed up, annoyingly. And then 4x200, just basically like strides. Those were 32, 32, 32, 31. And then, they felt really quite comfortable actually. And then, same with the tempo, other than my hamstring continuing to do its thing. And then after that 1 mile in and out, it's kind of like a fartlek. It's 300 meters on, 100 easy. The ons ended up being, they were supposed to be about 10K effort. They ended up being about like under 3-minute pace. So they were quite good. 12 miles total, so 19.2. Got in 45 minutes of strength. So that was about 3 hours ago. So I would have loved to have a warm-up, but can't do anything now. So I guess just focus on doing what we can. Maybe later in the race, it is a longer race than normal, we'll be able to be warmed up by that point and can get some fireworks going. Anyways, that's the rundown.
live all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go
you guys think? Should I try a bike change? I got a minute 48. It's tempting. No, it's going through the jungle, Dan. So I could go into a mountain bike. Thing is, the darn guy's got to slow down to 0. It's tempting. But then, the problem is that it's going to finish on the concrete again. So I'd have to change and then do another one. So, I think it's going to have to be 2 changes, which I don't like. I'm just going to do tempo here. Once I get down. Turn right, guy. Get me out of this flat mess. No, it's not all right. bad cramp. Side stitch. Can't breathe. Oh, it's bad. Come on, Frank. Oh, it's a bad cramp.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way. I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go
power on the front. That's an agonizingly long time on the front, or off the front. Easy, but mentally not. Anyways, good win. Legs were definitely feeling it by the end. Not so much like the actual ride, but just the day. They're pretty tired. Anyways, thank you. So that wasn't the most entertaining race in the world there. It's kind of just like the tempo session on the front, off the front. Hey, calm down, Garmin. Don't even think about it. We had some GoPro issues on the run this morning. Drives me absolutely batty. So, we're going down the trail. We got a nice video going. Dad's on the bike. I'm like, this is gonna be a sweet video. And then we go to the track, and Dad gets off the bike and takes some like wicked looking shots from cool angles. And as soon as he started doing this, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a sweet video. Well, wouldn't you know it? None of it saved. I don't know. So I look online, and people are like, oh, sometimes when the battery's low, get this, when the battery's low, sometimes the GoPro glitches out and doesn't save the video when it's like below 30%. And my thought on that is well, if below 30% the GoPro doesn't work, then 30% is basically zero. So don't, like, what am I supposed to, it's useless 30%. It's not usable. Has no purpose. So it should just be the battery is 70%. And then, adjust. So 100% is really 70%. Because if it's not usable under 30, well, then I don't need it. Just drives me insane. It would have. My problem was, Brett, is that one, there was Z-power on the front, so you're kind of like a little tense, like, is he going to change gears and then go nuts? But then also, I would if we ended in the jungle, right? Because here, the problem is that you have to slow down to 0, right? So I would have had one bike change in the jungle. I would have ripped around the jungle, no question about it. Probably put some time. I don't think the Tron was incredibly slow. It's definitely slow compared to the mountain bike in there, because I've seen that on some of my weekend rides, even. But the problem's on the other end. On the other end, like coming down, I would have had to change again. So you think if it takes 30 seconds, let's just say, like, maybe the best place would have been, and this is kind of what I was thinking when I posed that question. I was kind of like, the best place to change would be possibly, this is just a theory, I've never done it, but if I changed when the bike was already going really slow, so that the speed, like I wouldn't have to wait like a mile, right, for the bike to slow down to 0. So if I did the change maybe on the uphill, I think that would have been good. But then the thing is that once you get to the jungle climb, like, you're practically out, right? Once you get there, you're already basically halfway. So say it takes 30 seconds, and then you 30 seconds again before you get to the pavement, then that's a minute. What was I up by there? Like 2.5, 240? Something like that. So then you're at like a minute and a half maybe. And at a minute and a half, people start getting motivated, right? So that's what it is too, right? You got to think some of those guys are probably like by the end, I mean. They were definitely pushing through the jungle, but by the end, you got to think they're kind of like, person's way up, he's gone. Forget about it. The race is within our little bunch now, right? But at a minute and a half, now you're getting people excited, right? Now people are like, oh boy, we can get him, right? All we really need to do is like one or two good surges, right? Their problem is that I put time into them on every climb. Like on the jungle, I dismantled them. And interestingly, on the descent coming down from the Epic, they didn't do anything there of any significance. Like I hit the climbs better. I timed it pretty well. Like my ins and out. Normally I would surge more on that descent. If you watched L'Etape de Tour there, my win there is out of like 4,000 people. Not too bad. But that one, when I did the descent, I was doing those sprints like every 10 pedal strokes. Literally, like every 10 seconds. Like was just drilling like 12 watts per kilo, super tuck, 12 watt per kilo, super tuck, etc. And that's like a really quick way to go down the descent. Innsbruck, I did the same last year. But legs were my legs I'd say felt really good, like really good, until the castle. Actually, you know what, on the Epic KOM in general, they felt pretty good. And like I wasn't just going zone 5 the whole time, as you saw. I was kind of doing over-unders, because I got it, like, the thing is you saw, like, I don't have to explain it. You saw the race. I was off the front for what, like an hour? So you got to do something to kind of break it up in your head. So like I was just on the climb there being like, okay, I'm going to hold 320 when I'm in the saddle, and we're going to do that. And then we'll go out of the saddle and just hold over 6 to 6.5 in that range. About a minute to 2 minutes, and 2 to 3 minutes back in the saddle, something like that. And we'll just alternate back and forth, keeping it pretty manageable, not going too far into the red, because again, you don't really know what's happening behind you, right? And you're nervous because you got a long way to go after that climb. So you don't want to get to the top of the Epic KOM and just be completely wasted, right? So I don't know what my average power was on that. I'm going to guess Zwift Power will have it, but I'm going to guess average power for the 20 or 1826, 350, 345 to 350. So like I don't know what that is, 5.7, 5.8. I guess that's probably what it was. So we're not going like you would have seen it, right? I wasn't going like just drilling it all out. And then after, wasn't that entertaining. Again, trying to break it up a little bit. Just kind of, surprisingly, I held a really high cadence today. I felt good at a higher cadence. I said to my dad on the run today, like when we were cooling down, all of a sudden it hit me like 18K into the run, and I said over to him, I'm like, my legs are dead. Like, it wasn't even that it was that hard of a workout, but we're in the middle of a pretty hard block, and the active recovery day yesterday was good, but I definitely woke up this morning and I was kind of like, this is Monday to, or Saturday, I guess Friday to Wednesday was definitely a big little block. And the 10 times 3 minutes on Tuesday, it's an interesting workout. It's the type of workout that afterwards, like, you're like, oh, the power's not that bad. It's not that bad. But you get 30 minutes at like 6.1 watts per kilo, and it takes more out of your legs than you initially think. So I think that kind of was still in the legs for sure. But yeah, 18K into the run, I was like, my legs are dead. They're done. And then no warm up here. Didn't help. So it was definitely very easy aerobically. You would have seen. I wish I had some actual music. It was just killing me playing the same songs over and over. It's like you can only play Heroes Tonight a certain number of times. But any case, got the win, so whatever. Like, it ended up just being basically 20-minute sort of threshold effort. Thank you, Daniel. And then whatever, 45 minutes tempo. I think my average for the next 40 minutes was definitely over 300 for sure. I know the 22 minutes through the jungle was around 325, and then I lapped it. And then what did my last lap get? Because my last lap was just all the way to the finish. I think it was 308. It's not showing here. I think it was 308. So, good race. Good effort. Good tempo. And good threshold. Definitely, like, aerobically, I'm like, it was pretty, like, the thing that was crazy was, even without a warm-up, was up to the bridge, there at the very beginning of the Epic KOM, I was like, I just stared at my watch per kilo and was like, I'm going 6.5 to like 6.8, and like, this is barely affecting me right now. Like feel like my heart rate's not really moving much here. So that was a good sign. I'm happy with that. 1826 is pretty solid on your own too. I'd say the biggest thing today that we take away from it is like, we're not, like, the thing is, we're not, like you saw, like, I'm not going all out for 45 minutes after the Epic KOM. We're keeping it just tempo. I'm staring at their power, and I'm just keeping it above it, kind of, no matter what. Pushing a little bit on the climbs to extend the gaps. Thanks, Mike. And for the most part, just keeping it tempo, kind of green power. But regardless of, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but the thing, yeah, that's what I was going to say. The biggest thing of today that's really good. Thank you. The whole family's watching. Thank you. I think if you guys all watch on different devices, it'll be even better, because then that number will go up. Right now we got 5 watching. If you're all on the same device, I'm losing views here. You gotta get, like, open it up on every phone in the house. Everything. We're gonna hit double digits very soon. If your Garmin's able to connect to the internet, open it up on the Garmin. Anyways, thank you though. Biggest thing was today was just like keeping your mind like entertained, because it wasn't that entertaining. And Scarab is a banging song. It is absolutely banging. I love that song. I absolutely love it. If you guys know the song, there's definitely a Lion King thing in there, like the Rafiki, the little monkey. You can hear the lyrics in there, something squash banana, which I used to always love. Lion King was one of my favorite movies. My favorite movie actually growing up, so you know, was Free Willy. That's my favorite movie. It still is one of my favorite movies. Love that movie. Still do. Haven't seen it in a while, but it's a great movie. Still is a good movie. But Lion King was also up there. And I always liked that song. When Rafiki comes out there. Is it Rafiki? Yeah. The monkey comes out and starts singing that song. Squash banana. He's got the little stick going. I always liked that thing. And Scarab's, anyways, a very good song. But there's only a certain number of times where I could hear it. And I think I had that song on maybe 10 times. Thank you. How long have I been cooling down for? I'll get to the graph in a second. What are we at here? An hour 35. Normalized power is 300 watts. So 5 watts per kilo for an hour and 35 minutes. God, holy. These people don't know what is coming to them in the fall, I tell you. Once we get swimming, it's game over. Like Yanfordino thinks he's safe. He thinks he's safe. Just wait. You're lucky. You're lucky right now. Better capitalize while you still can. Apparently I hit 812 watt. I did on one of those hills. I went pretty darn hard on one of those little uphills there. I did let off a little bit too early, which was unfortunate. You gotta, on that descent, if there's anything to take away. When you're descending on Zwift, it's all about timing. And it's like an art, timing that, going from the super tuck into your efforts. You don't want to, I didn't do a great job today because the legs are pretty tired. But the thing of surging up really can keep your speed really high on descent. And so you got to time it perfectly. So when you see your speed coming down a little bit, you hit it again, super tuck, see it come down a little bit, hit it again. And the Epic KOM has obviously a unique descent, and that you got a few uphills in it, one significant one, and you got to time it really well there as well. Anyways, Scarab is still playing. I just have it muted. I'm just going to do some zone 2 stuff, get junk out of my legs. Don't open that. Give me 1 second, and we'll get to the graph. Kept the watch going, darn it. Let's see the stats. So it's 303 watts for an hour and 5 minutes, so it's 5.1 watts per kilo. Second place is 2 minutes and 14 seconds behind. ATP Racing, it's a good squad. Isn't that like Anthony Potts or something? I think it is, I don't know. Seen them in triathlon. I don't have the normalized power yet. Nonetheless, what was the 20 minute? Do we even know that? Does anyone know anything? Let's see it on this. Disregard the 5 minute and other stuff here. So 336. So that'll include some of the descent, because the climb was 1826 or something like that. So, so it's definitely over 340, which is pretty good. Going kind of like over-unders. It's pretty solid. It's definitely over 340. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to keep the stream going. I don't want to mess anything up here. The computer literally took 22 minutes to get into the app. 22 minutes. It kept saying no internet connection. It's like, I don't think so, considering we're direct connected into the router. So, I don't think so. I think we got internet. But it then took, I don't know how many attempts. Like I said, I'm just going to do some gentle kind of upper zone 1. So same. Multiple attempts to get OBS to start after that. Again, it's the thing of the PC, right? The PC is kind of like, you sure you want to open that app? I know you clicked on it once. You sure? Click on it again. And it's like, no, but like really, do you want to open it? Because so you know, like that's going to take like a lot of power. And then you have to press it a third time and it's like, okay, fine, I'll open it. It takes so many times. So I think what I'm going to do next Friday is I'll wake up in the morning, I'll start the computer, and then come about 7 o'clock, it'll be ready to go. This guy's smashing out an FTP test. Let's give him a right on. There we go. Anyways, I can't reach the screen now. Hold on. This won't work, will it? No. You guys are still watching. Well done on both your tests today. I'm very happy with it. I think you should be too. PBs or PBs? And both of those, while very different tests, both of them are incredibly painful tests. I know it. And very difficult to get perfect. The 1 minute test, I don't think I've ever done a 1 minute test. I seriously don't think I've ever done a 1 minute test where afterwards I was honestly like, that couldn't have gone any better. I'm always like, yeah, you know, I kind of started like 2 or 3 seconds late, and like seconds matter on those tests, right? Like they make a significant difference. If you look at like 56-second power, you're like 15 watts higher than the minute. So very difficult. And then the 4 minute test, as you experienced today, Daniel, it's just superhuman heart rates, and you know you're going to get to it, and you know it's coming, right? So both of them are painful in different ways, but both very difficult tests. And so to take the test on, one is a win because they're both quite intimidating little efforts, and then two, to come away with a PB, can't be disappointed. And now we keep working. I can't see the thing, so I don't know what's going on in the stream anymore. I don't even know if I'm on. So how long have I been going on for? I just wanted to do like 5 minutes zone 2 or zone 1, upper zone 1. This helps the legs recover a bit, because tomorrow we got a 4-hour ride on that. Not sure what route I'm doing yet. Maybe PRL half. Haven't done that one yet. I'm amazed today my cadence was like 90. That's like upper limit for me. And I was very comfortable sitting at it. So I'm going to go to 127 on the clock and then ease it way back for 3 minutes, and then we're done. While last week I said that we were in a pair of bike shorts that wasn't clean and it had sweat stains still on it from days ago, today the opposite. I actually remembered this morning. I'm like, wash the bike shorts. So I washed them, but now we got kind of the opposite situation where put them on and they're still wet. They were still wet, and it's an awful feeling. It's like putting wet shoes on. It's brutal. All right. Three minutes, then we're done. Well, I did a fantastic job on nutrition here. This bottle is like 3/4 full. Two minutes, and we get to see the graph, if anybody's still here. I don't know, because I'm on Zwift Power screen on the Mac. On the Dell, I'm not even going to try to get to Zwift Power. It'll shut down. I'm gonna bonk in about 2 seconds. So this is good timing that we're gonna eat in about 30 minutes, hopefully. I didn't have anything before this. Had lunch too late. And just pounded 2 coffees right before. And should have had a bowl of cereal. Or something. Have a banana beside me. I was like, you're gonna take this banana before the race. It's sitting beside me, not touched. Because the computer decided now is a good time to break down. I wish we had an actual race to some degree, but as I said, it was a good mental test today. Even if you're not pushing all out for the remaining 45 minutes, in your mind you're definitely still focusing, and you're having to intently focus, because you, like I said, that's why I decided not to do the bike change. You don't want to give them a glimmer of hope. Because as soon as you give them that, they smell some blood in the water, and then they'll attack and get up to you, and then you're back into sprint finish. Which, I mean, maybe would be still good, considering we dropped him like nothing on the climb. What are we at? Yeah, that's good. All right. Let's see what the graph looks like. Calm down, everyone. Don't touch anything. Don't even breathe. That looks pretty nice. 785, my Garmin got 812. Seems to have issues like that. Zwift a lot of times. You can see that was a short effort. And it has problems with short efforts. Is that 660, 670? Yeah, okay. The Garmin, I think, has a faster sampling rate. This is yeah, that was the other thing. I got a side stitch right about here. Actually, it was probably before the climb. Started feeling it. Right there, kind of your diaphragm there. And that was quite painful. Pushed through that pretty decently. I wish that was better. I wish that was just a block of red. But whatever, can't be perfect. That was probably the coffee, if anything. Let's see what the 18-minute. Yeah, I was right. So it was about 340. 342. That's good. I'm happy with that. For feeling pretty easy. What was 5 minutes? Alrighty. So my 3-minute power in this race is what I did up the Alp for 34 minutes. So I'm not gonna do some somersaults here because I'm super pumped, but it wasn't that hard. It's pretty when nobody's chasing you. It's you kind of do what you can to stay ahead at that point. Not bad. What was the 34 minute? So in a couple months, that 34 minute, look at that, 358. That 34 minute, it's got to be 50 watts higher. We'll get there. Anyways, thanks for watching. There's the final thing. Let me take a picture. It's very colorful. It's pretty. Nice. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed tonight's tempo session. Basically. Oh, I think something broke upstairs. And anyway, so I'll see you next Friday for another live stream.